The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Oh my gosh, there is so much news going around at the moment. Like there's J-Lo and Ben Affleck getting divorced again. A groom interrupted his own wedding to play a video of his new wife in bed cheating with his brother-in-law. Oh yeah, and I know, but we don't have time to unpack it. There's just too much going on. But it was it was real.
No.
At the reception, just saying, oh hang on everyone, hang on, I just want to play a video. And yeah.
So he went through with the wedding first, so
Yeah.
he's married.
And then put the video up of her in bed with her sister's husband. Boom! Mic drop. And also, Michael Phelps was giving Snoop Dogg swimming lessons, which one of my favourite things about
Are you
Paris is just seeing
kidding?
what Snoop's up to. But let's get this out of the way because I have to touch on the US presidential race quickly. It is the gift that just keeps on giving. Like Trump's new running mate, JD Vance, and his weird couch fetish. You can research that one for yourself. Yeah, no, maybe do some Googling after 9. And Fox News just losing their minds about a woman running for the White House. Have a listen to this.
And to be a man and then vote for a woman is either childish, that person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
Okay. The
I heard a
scientists.
scientist say that. And is he actually a newsreader?
He's one of their pundits on Fox News.
Come on.
Well, you might have seen this doing the rounds yesterday. Former President Donald Trump was doing okay with the black voters against Joe Biden, but Kamala Harris has been taking back some of the Trump supporters. So yesterday, Trump sat down for an interview on stage in front of the National Association of Black Journalists, and things didn't go too well.
A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Oh, did they have his mic off during that so he can't retaliate?
Tough question. Oh, well, you know what? This would have been a chance, right, for Trump to address the concerns of black voters by being honest and answering in a graceful and humble way. Did he do it?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network.
Okay, not a great start talking to a room full of black journalists, but you can still recover.
I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. You invited me under false pretense, and then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. I think it's a very nasty question. I have answered the question. I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act?
And for you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
It's 35 minutes late now. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know, yeah, because the equipment wasn't working. Well, now, for most people, that would probably be the low point of the interview.
Oh, no. It gets worse.
No, not for Don. Somehow he managed to make things get worse. Talking about Kamala Harris.
I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't.
I've been trying to teach my kids the meaning of read the room.
Yes.
And I think when you are standing up in front of maybe the National Association of Black Journalists, Donald Trump, read the room. Absolutely incredible.
Gina and Maddie.
I don't know about you, but all I am doing is consuming
You really
so
are.
much of Paris, and
Yeah.
it is so bloody good. This morning, we watched it here in the studio. The girls, Molly O'Callaghan, Lani Pallister, Brianna Throssell, and Ariane Titmus pick up gold in the 4x200 metre. How good was
How
it? Those
good
girls,
was it?
so-
And they blitzed it.
Oh, they are just... Geez, we can swim.
We really can swim.
Jemima Montag in the walking last night. Did you see any of the walking?
I watched the walking and I watched
So
was it the girl who came through first almost collapsed?
Yeah, or second, I think maybe.
Maybe second,
and then
yeah.
Jemima, the Aussie, picked her up and helped hold her
Wasn't
and helped
that
her
lovely?
walk. Yeah.
But she seemed to be still full of energy.
I know.
Jemima.
She picked up bronze, so she now becomes the second Aussie female ever to win a race walking medal at the Games. So congratulations
Oh,
to Jemima
well done.
Montag. The Opals beat Canada 70-65 to keep their hopes alive to have a top 2 finish, which
That
is great.
was close.
That was real close, yeah. Aussie Sharks, the men's water polo team, beat the French. Oh, the home team. It was an absolute nail-biter, 9-8. Still trying to get an update on Tyler Wright in the surfing. That is happening as we speak. Big news out of the Games is that Matilda's coach, Tony Gustafsson, and the Matildas have decided to part ways in the aftermath of their most dismal Olympic performance in memory. That's not my words, I was just reading that. But it's fact, I guess. The announcement came on the heels of the Matildas crushing 2-1 defeat to the USA, which sealed their fate and ended the chances of advancing to the quarterfinals. They wasted no time. Football Australia saying, nah,
You're out.
Gustafsson's gone. The search for his successor is already underway. So
I hate how they blame the coach.
there was a
there
little
more
bit
stuff?
of talk.
There's
There
more
was
to
a little
it.
bit of talk, but he was on the
All right.
nose a little bit there. But the GOAT, now that gets thrown around quite a bit. We've got our own GOAT, Jessica Fox, but the GOAT, Simone Biles, has picked up her second gold medal of the Paris Games and the sixth gold medal of her career.
She is absolutely incredible, isn't she?
Oh,
Have
the
you
Braz-
seen her TikTok followers and all that stuff?
Amazing.
Like, she's a big
So good.
star.
It was real funny when it was the team event and the cameras picked up and the microphones picked up the girls talking about what TikTok they were going to make with their gold medals.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Because
really
they
cute.
bite into
bite,
the
yeah.
stuff. And did you see them when they were getting their medal and their anthem was playing and they very wisely chose not to sing?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think all the Americans have gone, look, let's just leave the anthem for other people.
Yeah, well, she had to work for it. The Brazilian Rebecca Andrade was going toe-to-toe with Biles, but she clinched it. So Andrade had a clutch final finish on the 4. Biles needed a 13.86 to win the gold, which is no mean feat in itself. She comes out, lays down a 15.055.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I love watching the gymnastics.
So good.
Gymnastics is one of those things I'm watching and I'm going, I think I could do that.
You reckon you could do Simone Biles
not the
gig,
spinny
flippy
thing.
flippy in the air?
But the walking on the planky thing.
What about the one with the ribbon and a ball? Do you do a
Oh,
bit of that gear?
definitely that one. Yeah.
Someone else that's gone viral through Paris is the Turkish shooter Yusuf Dikek.
Oh.
51. He became a god amongst men yesterday after he sent the internet into meltdown. Now, I don't know if you see this, a lot of the shooting, the pistol shooting, they all wear fancy glasses and they've got their earmuffs on and they've got
Yes.
their targets on. He just rocks up in a T-shirt, one hand in his pocket, none of that gear, pulls out a gun, bang, shoots, wins silver.
Are you kidding?
Absolutely
Did
incredible.
you see that? I'm not too sure where this girl was from, but on social media they're saying she looks like a superhero out of a movie. She's the one with the thing over her eye.
Yes.
And she's
So
beautiful.
She was full badass. They're calling her the brat of of the Games, yeah, which is a Charlie XCX reference, which is too much to unpack. Anyway, yeah, she was super cool. They were like, she needs to be cast as a villain in a movie.
You know what?
or
And I bet
something.
she will.
Yeah. Now we were talking about the Pui River, the Seine River, and the triathletes having to swim in it.
Is anyone sick? You got any news?
Well, Jolene Vermeulen was representing Belgium this year, and she said she felt debris in the water. And while swimming under the bridge, she said, I felt and saw things that I cannot think too much about.
No, you're
She
usually
said-
worrying about sharks when you're swimming in the ocean here at Terrigal.
Nah,
In
there,
Paris.
a bit of poop. She said, well, we'll know tomorrow if I'm sick or not from what, because she said she swallowed a whole lot of water.
Oh, well, of course they would.
Moving on to Italy just quickly. They won a silver medal in the women's gymnastics team, the first in 96 years for Italy. And
Oh, good on them.
you'd think that was the fact that would send something viral across the net, but no, one of its members, Giorgia Villa, she's gone viral, not for her routine, but for who sponsors her. She is sponsored by Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. She is sponsored by Parmesan cheese, and I am If you're going to get sponsored by anything, give me all the Parmesan
I
cheese.
love Parmesan cheese
there's
too.
photos on her Instagram of holding a block of cheese, a wheel of cheese on the plate. It is unbelievable. Go get that cheese, girl.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.